Hey guys, it's Caitlin here and welcome back to my channel. So today is a very exciting and special build for me because it is a collab with a fellow Sims YouTuber, 8 Cups of Tea. Now I met 8 Cups of Tea through the Sims YouTube community, so it was pretty cool. I'm also very excited to be doing this build because she is also a Kiwi like me, so it's very exciting, and what makes it even cooler for me is that I found out that she's actually living in my hometown. So I don't know, I just find that a little cool to be able to do a collab with somebody who is actually living in an area that I've grew up my entire life. I don't know, I just find it a little bit cool. But anyway, I will remember to link her video in the description box below, and I will also link her channel so you guys can check out her awesome content. I forgot to actually tell you guys what the collab is about, so before I continue with the rest of the build, it is actually a house swap. So basically she built a house for me and I built a house for her, and then we each decorated the interior of each other's houses. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to do it, and I can't wait to be able to do it again in the future. So yeah, I didn't actually show you guys the original house that she built at the beginning, but I have taken screenshots and put them in the end of the video so you guys can check out what she originally built. So it's a very, very nice house. It's very cute. It's kind of like I'm not sure what style of house you would call it, because I don't really know different names of styles except for like modern, contemporary, country, you know, just basic names. So I don't exactly know what kind of style you would call it, but it's just a very, very nice house. It's got a pretty little garden around the front and out the back of the house, so it's really nice. So before I actually got into the building, I took a little time to sort of look over the house and the floor plan, try to figure out what 8 Cups of Tea had originally planned each section for in her head and things like that. So I'm not sure if I got everything correct as to where she had originally sort of had in her mind where she would have placed things and such, but yeah, I did my best with it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this build. So we are at the moment doing the kitchen. I realise now I probably should have gone with something a little not as contemporary, because I feel like this is more sort of contemporary, sorry. So this is like the kitchen / dining area, so I decided to do something a little bit different, and I decided to put a blue kitchen. I'm just with this challenge, or I guess it's a challenge. Is it a challenge in a way? I'm not sure. I'm not too sure if it actually has any rules. I think if it would have any rules is to not change the floor plan of the house, but I may have, if that is a rule, I may have cheated just a tiny bit. I did like add a wall here and there, and you'll see me do that like just before I change the little half wall into this full length wall, because I kind of wanted to have like a little breakfast table. But yeah, I'm not too sure if that's in the rules. My bad if it is. But anyway, yeah, so I decided to do like a little blue kitchen. I don't usually do coloured kitchens. I tend to stick to the neutrals, like the browns, the whites, the blacks. But I thought, you know what, for this build, I think with all the colourful flowers outside and things like that, I thought it could pull all the colours off. So I'm very pleased. This is probably my favourite little area that I've done in the entire house, because I feel like halfway or maybe towards the end of doing this build, I was, you know, losing the creative my little creative wave type thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy, so I guess that's the main thing. But yeah, so I decided to go with this really, really cool blue wallpaper that came with the toddler update, and I'm really, really liking that wall. At first I didn't, you know, at first when the toddler pack came out, I wasn't a big fan of this wall. But seeing it in this, you know, using it in a different way that I originally thought you'd have to use it, I actually think it does look quite good, just plastered in the kitchen there. So yeah, and it is a very blue kitchen, I will say that. There's a lot of blue, like the, what do you call them? The countertops and the cabinets. that all blue. Then I've got this blue wall. The table in the corner there, I've added like a little breakfast table in the corner with a fruit bowl on it, and I've added that, it reminds me like that long length painting that came with the, I think it came with City Living. Yeah, well, I think it came with City Living. If not, maybe it came with, I'm pretty sure it came with the City Living. Anyway, so I stuck that one on the side by the little breakfast table corner thing, and just shoved a little blue rug under there with a pot plant. And over in this corner, we've got that blue painting, which you can just see off the right side there on the corner, with the table and a little hallway table with shelving there, which also, if you look at the pictures in the shelving, they are actually blue, and I think those books down there in that basket there are blue, so I don't know, it all works. So I really, yeah, this is honestly my favorite room in the house. I really like it. So I wanted to try and keep the table simple. I wish I could put more on the table, but it really does interfere when your Sims want to sit down and eat, like for whatever reason. If there's something in the way, then they won't eat. So I decided to get rid of these mirrors because I really wanted to have a shelf there to maximize the space in this little small kitchen, because I thought realistically, if you had this small little room there, you'd have a lot of shelving, a lot of cabinets, just places to put things, just to make the most of the space that you have in that little area. So I got rid of those so that these little spoon things wouldn't cut into the mirrors. In the end, I probably didn't need to get rid of them because because I do move those spoon shelf thingy over to the other side by the oven, but I think I prefer it anyway without the mirrors. Usually I always put mirrors in, but I don't know, this time I feel like I prefer it without. So I really like this little, I'm going to say it's tea, this little shelving thing there with all the coloured tea boxes there, because I really like tea. I'm not too sure if 8 Cups of Tea likes tea as well. I'm wondering, I actually have been wondering whether her name is 8 Cups of Tea or her channel name is 8 Cups of Tea because she likes tea or not. I enjoy tea though, but I like herbal tea. I'm not a fan of, I don't know, what do you call it? See, I don't even know what you call it. It's like black tea or something like that. Fun fact, actually, I really dislike coffee and tea, and it's really funny because I worked at Burger King for a while. When I was working at Burger King, every time somebody would come in and ask for a coffee, they'd say, oh, can I get a white coffee? Can I get a what are some other names for coffees? I don't know, but they just, you know, they'd use names for their coffees, and I'd be like, is a white coffee the same as a flat white? They're like, yeah, that's the same. I was like, oh, okay, sorry, I don't drink coffee, so I have no idea what these names mean. Oh, it was so funny. There was a customer actually who got to know me, and so whenever he'd come in and he'd say white coffee, I'd have to ask every single time, is that a flat white? Because I'd just forget. But yeah, so that's my little fun fact of the day. But yeah, anyway, I completely skipped the bathroom. So the bathroom, there's 2 bathrooms in this house. I kept the bathrooms relatively the same. I wanted, well, because I think realistically in a house, you don't tend to have bathrooms looking different. Like in the house I'm living in right now, the bathrooms are almost identical apart from the fact that one's got a bath and one doesn't, type thing. So, but I mean, the tiles and the silverware, like the taps and things like that, they're all the same. So I figured I might as well make the bathrooms the same. I usually only tend to do different bathrooms when it's like a really over the top luxurious type of house build or something like that, which I don't tend to upload on YouTube at the moment, just because I find that when I do bigger builds, it does take quite a long time, and because my computer can't handle it. So yeah, that's why I do tend to stick to smaller builds. But yeah, in this room, I think later on, while I was taking the screenshots, I sort of realized this room was probably intended to be a bedroom. I could be wrong, but I think it may have been intended to be a bedroom, because there's a bathroom off to the side there, and I originally just thought that there was a bathroom, because there was also another room, and I thought there were 2 bathrooms downstairs, so I thought instead I would turn one into something else, which you will see soon what I turn it into, but I thought I would change it into something else. So yeah, I made this one the bathroom, and I made this little room that I'm doing right now, I made it an office, and then I realised later on that the reason why there are 2 bathrooms downstairs is because this room was probably intended to be a bedroom. So it obviously took me a while to figure that out, but yeah, I mean, oh well, at least this is a public area as well, so if people want to pass through to get to the bathroom, then that's totally okay, not invading anybody's personal space or anything like that. So yeah. Gosh, my stomach is grumbling at the moment. I'm trying not to eat anything though, because if you are from New Zealand, or if you're not and you already know about this though, I think it's Waitangi Day today. I believe it's Waitangi Day today. I could be wrong. I don't really keep up with the date that much at the moment, so I'm not too sure what the date is, but the reason why I say I think it's Waitangi Day is because my parents have gone out to a little Waitangi celebration, so it would probably make sense. And if you are also from New Zealand, or you have tried hangi, then you know it is a very, very nice meal. Well, I think it's nice anyway, that we cook in New Zealand. And you cook it like underground in the dirt and things like that. Like, of course you cover it up with foil and stuff like that, but yeah, it's cooked under the ground for like hours and hours and hours, so that it's nice and tender, kind of has like a smoky flavour and things like that. So I'm trying not to eat, because my dad said he's going to come home, and like he rang me and asked if I wanted some hangi, so I was like, yes please. So I'm trying to hold out for that. I'm trying not to eat because I really, really am looking forward to eating that. Sorry, I just went silent there for a bit. I heard a noise outside. Turns out that my family was home, and of course, as I was just speaking about hangi, just as I was speaking about it, they come home and there was a big plate of hangi there for me. So I sort of paused the recording just for a moment so I can go and eat that hangi, and it was pretty good actually. It was pretty good. So continuing on with the what do you call it? The office. I thought it'd be really cool to kind of make it like really cluttered and things like that, because I'm usually a person who has lots of clutter, because I'm a hoarder, so I have a lot of things. So I usually have a lot of clutter, and I usually have it underneath my bed or on my desk. I don't actually have a desk at the moment though, but usually when I do have a desk, my desk is, you know, covered in things, and there's things all underneath it as well, all in the drawers and everything like that. I make use of every single little inch of space. At the moment though, my room is clutter free, and that is because when I was moving back over to Australia from New Zealand, I really had to get rid of a ton of things, because I could not carry it all the way back to Australia. Like, I purchased extra luggage, and I had reached the maximum amount of luggage I was allowed to purchase, and I still didn't have enough room for things. Like, my bag was still overweight. Luckily, I managed to work my way around that by just carrying a few things in my hand on the plane, so luckily I managed to still get on. That would have been a pain if I couldn't bring things on. I think it was like slightly overweight, because when I got to Brisbane I had to fly again, because I don't actually live in Brisbane, so I had to fly to my last destination, and the lady in Brisbane said my bags were overweight and I had to pay like $70 for the extra kg, so I was like, no thanks. We're just gonna carry some things on board. But, you know, New Zealand must have let it pass, because they did not let it pass when I was in Brisbane. So, yeah. So with this lounge, or office, sorry, with this office, I thought it'd be kind of cool if it could kind of double as an office. So that's why I've done that. And I thought, I thought it could kind of double as an extra lounge. Not office, it's already an office. So I thought it could double as an extra lounge. This is where I use the extra little bathroom space and I put a wardrobe in there instead. I know it's probably impractical to put a clothing wardrobe there, but I was thinking more of along the lines that it could be kind of like a linen cupboard or something like that, because I mean, our house has a couple of those in it, and I know everybody else's houses will either have sliding doors like that, or they'll have like an opening door, little cupboard thing for linen and things like that. So I thought that's why I would put that in there. And I made like a little niche or like a little nook behind the couch there and stacked two of the bookcases on top of each other with the BB, no, not with the BB, with the 9 key. I think 9 is raise or 0. 9 is raise, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so I thought it'd be cool to kind of act as like a little second lounge, and I thought it'd be cool to put like a little gaming console, like a, I don't know what they call it on here, but maybe it's like an Xbox or PlayStation or something like that. So I thought I would chuck that in, because say if a family were to live here, it would be good if there was an extra room for the boys or the girls. When they bring their friends over to hang out, they can all head into that room and they can, you know, play a little bit of what do you call it, video gaming, and just watch a little bit of TV. So I thought that was a cool idea. So here we are up in the main bedroom. I would say this would most likely be a parent's bedroom if there was a family living here. This is only actually a 2-bedroom house, so yeah, sorry. I was actually having a lot of difficulty with this room trying to figure out what I did. I think I went over about 3 different colour schemes for this room. First, I decided to start off with this kind of minty green colour and have this, well actually no, it's not really minty green, it's just like a nice, really light, calming zen green or something like that. And I put this bed in here. This bed has actually been one of the beds that I've really liked with this pack, but not with this pack, sorry, with the game. But I kind of felt like I would imagine a couple living here, and the room for me with this bed was just a little too feminine, so I do change it. Like I said earlier, I changed it a couple of times. I can't exactly remember what I put there. I think I put a black bed instead. We will see. I can't remember quite, but I think we do. These curtains here as well, they also change quite a few times. And yeah, I don't know why, but I was just really struggling to try and figure out what kind of colour scheme I wanted for this room. Once I decided that it was too feminine, I just couldn't find a colour that I felt like would suit both genders. So yeah, and we've got another fireplace here, so the office is directly below this room, so that's kind of nice that the main bedroom also has a little fireplace. I also like how 8 Cups of Tea actually sort of connected the fireplace outside. Like she built like a what do you call it? Like, you know how chimneys have those, how some chimneys, they kind of poke out of the side of the house, so they've got like the whole brickwork up the side of the house and things for the chimney. Well, I like how 8 Cups of Tea sort of built that in, so that it was realistic. Usually I just chuck fireplaces anywhere and don't worry about a chimney. So over in this little section, I thought it'd be kind of cool to have like a little window lounger or whatever you want to call it. So I just use one of these, what's it called? I think it's called a display platform, or it's got a name, but I can't remember the name at the moment, so I decided to chuck that in there. I actually learned this trick from Deligracy when she used it in one of her videos, so I thought, you know, I would give it a go and see how it would work for me, and I decided to use this, I don't even know what you call that seat either. Is it like an ottoman? Yeah, let's just call it an ottoman. So I decided to use that, and I put that in there as well to kind of look at, to make it look like it was cushioned, because you probably don't want to be sitting on something hard there. Yeah, and I decided to just hide, because I doubled those up to make it look like it was sort of touching the floor. I had to hide the little legs underneath, so that's the reason for those plants and the guitar there. And I've decided to put in a Oh no, wait, no, it's not. I was going to say I put in a what do you call it? A vanity dresser, but I didn't. Doesn't look like I did. I just put a normal set of drawers and a mirror there to kind of act as a vanity. I totally thought I had put a vanity there. Yeah, so here I am changing the bed, and we go with the black. This is where I go through so many different colours to try and figure out what colour I want to use. And first I try to go with red, but I sort of decided that it's too out there. I feel like when you'd have a bedroom that you'd want it to kind of be like calmer, more of a place where you can relax, and I feel like with red being such a vibrant colour, it would be a little bit hard to do that. So I do go ahead and change that again. I also feel like the red is a little too out there for my taste, I guess, and adding these curtains in with the black trims around it as well, I think didn't help with the red room. It was just, I don't know, it was just too much. So sorry again. So I do sort of pull it back a little bit and use a more of a neutral colour. I'm not too sure if I would call it a warm colour. It could be in between warm and cold. I'm not too sure, but I think it looks a lot better with the colour I choose. I do go with green, which I think you guys will see soon. I'm not too sure how many times I move this little dresser, what do you call it, orientation? I'm not sure if that's the right word, but I did move that little setup there quite a few times until I got it right. So I even tried to make the red work more by bringing in some simpler curtains without the trimming, but I still wasn't happy with it, so we do change it to green. And I was trying to find a nicer nightstand, but yeah, I found I had a great deal of difficulty with this room. I don't know what it was, I just struggled with it. I think this is the stage where I was sort of losing my creativity, but here we go in with the green. I think the green is a lot nicer in the end. It brings it down a little bit more, makes it a little bit more relaxing, and yeah, I do think that I add a rug, not exactly a rug, but carpeting later on. I actually do off screen. When I went to take these screenshots, I decided that I wanted to have some sort of rug there, so I think I put some carpeting in there to act as a rug. But yeah, you will see those in the screenshot, and I may have to re-upload it to the gallery, because when I uploaded it to the gallery, I did have the original before I had, you know, added a few little things in that you don't see. But yeah, I wanted to keep with the green colours, so I bought that oriental vase thing. I think it's a vase. I bought that in, and I just thought it looked nice with the rest of the green, and I also thought that this green rug worked really, really nicely with it. And I decided to put just a little simple statue up there because I thought it was kind of cute with that, and just a small painting over there as well. And I can't remember what we put a TV, so we put a TV over there. So yeah, moving on to the bathroom, like I said earlier, it is just going to be pretty much the same as the bathroom downstairs, just a different layout, because when you have a house, realistically, both of the bathrooms are going to be designed very, very similar. So they'd probably have the same shower, the same sink, toilet, and things like that, same colours. The only difference would be that the layout would be a little bit different, just so that it fits that section of the house better. So yeah, nothing too different from the other bathroom downstairs. After this, I think we move on to the second bedroom, which I decided to turn into a children's bedroom. Now for this one, I was thinking perhaps they had a boy and a girl, and because it's quite a large room, and it's an odd shape, so I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. I thought it would be kind of cool if I had it for a boy and a girl, and I sort of separated the room into sort of two sections. So the boy has his little section and it's, you know, decorated the way he wants it to be, and then the girl's also got her little section decorated the way she likes it as well. So that's what I tried to go with at first, trying to match up colours of the furniture around with the same colour as with the same colours that are in the bed and the sheets on the bed and the duvet, or doona if you're Australian, or quilts if you're from any other part of the world. And the issue with that though is I was struggling to connect the two rooms together and bring them to, you know, just one room. I thought putting white walls in between would help it connect more, but I just wasn't really feeling it that much. So we do actually change it to a room for two girls, perhaps twins maybe, or two girls who are, you know, near enough in age that they would sort of share the same likes and dislikes and things like that, or, you know, be into the same things at the same time. So this is the colour scheme though that we do stick with for the girls throughout most of the room. So here we are just deleting that little boys section, and we've put in the extra bed for the other girl that I was thinking would be, you know, living in this room. And I'm putting up some of these rainbow curtains. I really enjoy using these rainbow curtains for children's rooms because I feel like they do go very well with a lot of the things, even though they're multicolored because it's like kind of rainbow. I think they go with quite a lot of objects in the game, so I'm quite happy with that. I wanted to try and keep with this blue wall, rather than using pinky colours and a lot of purples and things. I thought it would be nice to use some blues because when I was a kid I actually had a pink room. It was quite funny. I shared a room with my sister, and my other sister shared a room with my brother, and so when we were kids at one stage our parents decided they were going to surprise my other two sisters, because my other two sisters are older than me, so they were going to surprise them a little bit by painting the room their favourite colours. Now they accidentally made a mistake because my sister that I shared a room with, her favourite colour was yellow. Then my other sister, her favourite colour was pink. So when they painted the room, they got it the wrong way around. So me and my sister, who just doesn't like pink, we ended up getting the pink room, and my other sister and my brother, they had the yellow room. So yeah, funny little story, that that accidental little thing that happened there. But yeah, I just thought, you know, I wasn't a big fan of having a pink room when I was a kid because my favourite colour was blue. I think that could probably be why, but for Sims I tend to build a lot of pink rooms for girls just because I feel like it's the easiest thing to do, rather than trying to think outside of the box, because a lot of the objects that come for the girls tend to be in pinks and purples and, you know, just those kind of girly colours. So I thought it was nice to try and change it up. Like, I've still added in pinks and purples, but I've also got the blues in there, and yeah, I just think overall, even though it's very colourful, I think it works. So I'm quite happy with how this room turned out in the end, because I do feel like I was having a lot of trouble. Over to the left there, you can just see like the edge of the window. I actually forgot to put a curtain back on that window. So I actually did go back and put in a curtain when I was taking the screenshots, but also it's probably got no curtain in the upload on the gallery. So I might have to just re-upload that to the gallery when I get a chance to. I tried to the other day, but for whatever reason my game would not connect up to go online. So yeah, I'm just going to have to do it when I remember. But yeah, anyway, I think this room is almost finished. I thought it'd be kind of cool to throw some flowers all over the girls' walls as well, just to add a little bit more of a girly hint in there. So downstairs, this is definitely my least favourite room, I would say, because I feel like I didn't do much in this room. I feel like it's very bland. I wish I had some better ideas. Sometimes when it comes to building things, I have really good ideas, and sometimes I just have really, really terrible ideas. And I think this was one of my not so good ideas. So it's basically just black, white, and yellow. So yeah, that's why you can kind of guess by those colours that it will kind of be a little bit dull. So I do wish that I had done a little better in this section of the house, but I mean it's okay, I guess. It's not too bad. So we've got this little couch here, and I really, really love this couch. I don't know, I just love this couch. Being in the black, white, and yellow, the one that I've got there, I don't know, that's probably one of my favourite swatches for that couch. So over here behind that couch though, we're going to put like a little chess table, and I wanted to put a piano in here as well. I thought it would be kind of nice to have a piano. I wish we kind of had like a actual piano that was flat against the wall, like how we've got the organs that came with vampires, except as a piano, not an organ. I feel like that would be really cool if we had one of those rather than just the grand pianos and an electric piano, because sometimes I want just, you know, like a classic piano, just a nice classic piano. But I know we had them, I think we had them in Sims 2 or Sims 3. I can't remember if we had them on both, but we had them in one of them at least. So I think it would be really, really cool if we could have one of those, although they are adding quite a lot of pianos in over the past few expansions and game packs and things like that, so it could be possible that we'll get one eventually. So I've also put that shelf in over there by the piano with a few plants on it and candle lights. Again, just with these curtains, if I had put them in a different colour, they may have helped this little area in the house to, you know, stand out a little bit more. So I did decorate this before the vampire game pack came out, so if I had waited, I probably would have used those new rugs that you could make as long as you want for these little hallway rugs. I would have probably definitely used those for those. So for the front door, we've got some shoes and just like a little coat hanger to put your things on. And I think we're just adding in the last finishing touches. We go outside and add a few things as well in the backyard. Not much, just a few things. But I think that is everything that is inside the house, like all of the rooms inside the house. Oh, actually, no, I still have not done the hallway. Just a little bit about hallways. When it comes to me, like, trying to furnish a hallway, I'm really bad at hallways because it's such a small place, you know, such a small little area in the house, and I just struggle a lot to try and make it look really, really cool. I would find that a lot of my hallways are quite, you know, they're a little bit odd the way I decorate them. So upstairs I just sort of put like a hallway table at the landing of the stairs there, and then I put some, I think, some mirrors and a long canvas down the other end of the hallway, and I think that's where it starts to get a little bit weird. I think this area is okay here at the landing of the stairs with the little hallway table, and I think I put a doll on top of there. Yeah, this doll here. I kind of like that doll. It's a little bit creepy though with the skull face, but I still like it at the same time. So yeah, this is where it gets a little bit weird. I probably need to, hallways is probably something that I need to improve on as well. I probably have quite a long list of things that I need to improve on now when it comes to building. So yeah, I mean, I have been building for a long time. When I was younger, I used to, like when I used to play Sims 2, I used to like sketch out all of these floor plans and things like that just so I was so prepared when I got to play it, because it was actually at my mum's house. So every holidays when I would go to my mum's house, I would like plan it out, and I'd have all of these papers, and as soon as I'm there, I'm just building, because I didn't want to waste any time like sitting there trying to figure it out. So I used to pre-plan with little drawings before I got to her house in the holidays. It was quite funny actually. So here we are, just putting like, I didn't want to put too much on this dining table because I feel like this is just a nice little area. I wanted it to be quite simple. So we've just got a nice cute little dining table there. I added some little window flower things there. I'm not sure what those are called actually, but I added some of those and a little wind chime because I thought that would be cute. And a bird feeder as well. I feel like this house with all the gardens, it would be thriving with lots of little birds hanging around, so I thought it would be nice to put that in there as well. And I think I put it in on the deck in the end, so I think that's where I put it in the end. I thought it would be nice as well to have like a little monkey bar with some vines growing on it, and a little bath, what do you call them? Bird baths over there. And I also put in a few little garden patches so that your sim can garden if they like. Anyway guys, we are heading into the screenshots now, so I hope that you guys all enjoyed this build as much as I enjoyed finishing and decorating the inside of it. Also, if you visited my channel from 8 Cups of Cheese channel, then thank you so much for visiting. If you did enjoy what you saw today, then hit the subscribe button so you can see more videos in the future. Also, all of your guys' comments are really appreciated as well. All your suggestions, I love reading them. So just leave any of those in the description box below. Also guys, remember to head over to 8 Cups of Tea's channel and check out her videos and content, and also I will also be linking the description for her video as well on the build I did for her, so you guys can also check that out in the description box below. Anyway guys, thank you again for watching. I hope you guys all have a good day, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye!